afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium here for a wonderful matchup today between the Somerset Berkeley Raiders and your Dartmouth High School Indians. Ben Smith on the call for you guys today, and as you can tell, both sides are ready to really clash today. The Indians 2-1, and then coming up with Somerset Berkeley with a 4-0 record. I spoke to Coach earlier today for Somerset Berkeley. He said, their goalie's pretty much a brick wall, and, this is such a solid team for sure. Along with the Dartmouth side today, we have Scott Boudria returning back for another year as the head coach for the Lady Indians. Today, they will be playing without their star goalie, Gabriela Montez. So that means Delilah Decease, Delacease, will be between the pipes today for the Indians. And between the pipes today is Madeline Willis for Somerset Berkeley. It's officially 3:30 time right now here at the stadium. Really hot day so far, humid as well. 76 degrees with wind gust up to 14 miles per hour today. So we're going to get ready and start rolling for today's doubleheader matchup. We also have football tonight. Don't forget that as well. Big game tonight. Dartmouth going to be facing off against Braintree. Jim, Paul, Andy will be on the call for that. Both teams are heading onto the field right now. And as we wait for a signal, we're going to get ready to rock and roll from the stadium. It's a really nice day for soccer for sure. And it's this environment so far today. Although it's the crowd's not full yet, but it'll still get filled just as we wait. We're getting ready for the opening signal. And we are underway, folks, from the stadium. Haley Zexter starts it off, and it's a turnover there, taken over by Emily Fernandez. Emily Fernandez down the near field will toss it over to the near end, over to Layla Carrero, stolen away this time. Jade Winters cuts outside, goes to Ava Michelle Fraga. That one's bounced out of bounds. Throw over the head, goes the wrong way that time. We'll clear it out to the goalie, Madeline Willis. Willis will kick it to the near end to number 22, Karina Casso. The throw. Barber traps it. Back out to Barber. Stolen away there this time around again. It's Carrero. Ooh, back foot pass from Fernandez. You're going to be hearing a lot of her today. 3 goals on the season for her. Last year, she was the leader in goals. Pass near side to Hathaway as it was deflected off and rebounded there by Barber. Barber goes to Andrade. Andrade loses it, and it's picked up by Mackenzie Pyers. That one rolls out of bounds, and will be a throw for the Indians. Through the feet of the defender now, Haley Zexter, outside wide to the right. Great shot there from Haley Zexter, the senior captain, who mainly played defense half her career here at Dartmouth High. Tries to go for a goal early. Great attack. Just a little bit to the right there. Either way, she would have had a good goal. Back to the near end. It's stolen away by D'Souza. D'Souza will clear it out, give it to Cheesebro. Cheesebro will kick it down the field as it's taken away there. This is Brooke Fisher. Fisher passes it over to Fernandes. Fernandes again. Turned over, Hathaway. Hathaway clears it out of the zone. It's going down the near field. Here is Noah Boudry, and it's stolen away. Ooh, critical contact there. Nice tackle there by number 13, Mackenzie Pyers. Great defensive play just to stop and take it away and put them in attacking mode for the Raiders. Remy Barber will take the goal kick for the Indians. It's a high kick and off of Fernandes, and will sail out of bounds there. Was able to watch taking down the near end, and it goes out of bounds. I was able to watch the boys' soccer game yesterday against Barrington. You know, it was just we played and we just played Rhode Island School, and they're really good for sure. They didn't give up. They started off with a 1-0 score early, and then the Indians put 3 goals on them, and then the goalie Carter Bates got a red card, and Towns Moore was the goalie, allowed a goal, and then just about 5 minutes later, another goal from Landon Raposa. So yesterday it was just Macedo, an own goal, 1 goal on Nick Sylvia, and then 1 goal for Landon Raposa. Meanwhile, for the Lady Indians, they are starting off with a 2-1 record this season. And the only loss came to Lincoln Sudbury. That game ended with a 6-0 loss for the Indians. Lincoln Sudbury, the Indians beat last year. And they're really such a great team for sure. And Avi Andre, she's a speedster. Down the field, she goes, shoots it! And they're going to call it offsides. That was a great scoring opportunity there for Avi Andrade on the attack as well. She already has 2 assists on the season and was looking for her first goal of the year for her. But meanwhile, Dartmouth Lady Indians, they beat Stang, and then they beat Apponequet, a really good Apponequet team with CC Levero, who's just the key point for that team. And she's really good at all the sports she plays, even basketball and lacrosse for Apponequet. That one's kicked out of bounds. The Indians will take over. Michelle Fraga, Ava Michelle Fraga, correction, will throw it in. And great defense there from Jade Winters. Between her and Layla Carrero. Oh, critical situation. Going the wrong way there. Aubrey D'Souza. Opportunity there. Kicks it right away. Great defense there by Katie Caniff. Just to kick that one away. Just making it not look too shabby for them. A bouncer. The shot near end. Wide to the right. That was a great shot there. That was number 10, Layla. Yeah, great shot. Just a little bit wide to the right. That was number 10. That was Layla Venancio. Venancio, correction. The throw in here again. We'll go down the field. Down in the air and in! What a shot there by number 3, Noah Boudry. And Boudry will put Somerset Berkeley up 1-0. Let's look at an instant replay here. This is such a tight kick, and try to keep it inside. Just a great curve and a great way to put your team up early. Just a great read as well. 1-0, already 8 minutes down. Ooh, false start. That's what they would call in football and track. I haven't gotten a chance to read off the lineups for you guys, but meanwhile, the forward number 3, this is Somerset Berkeley, their roster. The forward number 3, Noah Boudry. Defenseman number 21, Julia Costa. Number 8, the midfielder for them is Emily, who pretty much plays almost every position, Emily Fernandez. Number 11, the defenseman Brooke Fisher. Number 13, wing number 13, Mackenzie Pyers, which she played a little bit of the middle as well. Midfielder number 14, Ariana Sisha. Defenseman number 7, Samantha Souza. Goalie number 11, Madeline Willis. Middle and wing, number 2, Layla Carrero. Midfielder number 10, Layla Venancio. And defenseman number 2, Karina Casso. Ooh, critical play there. Both teams are just really playing defense, and I like when it's a defensive game, for sure. As a guy who's played defense in Pop Warner, I love to see teams play really great defense. You know, defense really wins games in so many ways. Pass to Ava Michelle Fraga gets batted on the play there. A miscue there for Ava Fernandez. She will throw it to Remy Barber. Barber will go to Hathaway. And, ooh, a great save right in front there from Madeline Willis. Now let's look at the Indians. Their goalie is number 0, Delilah Delacis. The forward, number 3, Aviana Andrade. The midfielder, number 6, Haley Zexter. The defenseman, number 7, Rafaela Hathaway. Defenseman, number 8, Catherine Cheesebro. Midfielder, number 9, Jade Winters. Defenseman, number 10, Aubrey D'Souza. Defenseman, number 11, Katie Caniff. Forward, number 13, Ava Fernandez. Midfielder, number 15, Ava Michelle Fraga. And number 21, the defenseman, as you just seen there, was Remy Barber. Head coach is Scott Boudria, and a shot there for Aviana Andrade right into the mitt of the goalie. Captains for the Indians are Remy Barber, Katie Caniff, Catherine Cheesebro, and Haley Zexter. Along with Scott Boudria, Nicole Seamus as the assistant coach today. A boot down the field to Andrade. Aviana Andrade makes a move, and turnover here. It's taken down the near field. Kick is all going back deep. Catherine Cheesebro takes it away, and here's Hathaway. We'll pass it over to Fraga. The kick down the field. A header from Cheesebro hits the crossbar, though. And this will be a corner for the Raiders, as they will kick it down their near end. We got some substitution changes for the Indians. Leah Nunes comes in. Lana Castanera comes in for the Indians as well. Ava Michelle Fraga and Haley Zexter will take a breather. And we'll just make a short little toss. Remy Barber kicks it down the field there. Great defensive stop there for the Indians. And it will roll out of play. Pass down to the near side to Casanera. And Lana Castanera, really, with her nifty footwork. And right into the mitt of Delacis. And Delacis will just drop kick it, and will go to the near side to Leah Nunes. And as there's a fight for the ball between both number 10, Madeline Venicio, Layla Venicio, correction. Venancio, correct, on the defensive play there. That one will roll out of bounds, and a goal kick will be coming for the Indians. So they're going to give it once again to Remy Barber to do the honors. A boot right down the field. And it is taken away there for Somerset Berkeley. Ooh, a backwards pass. Back foot pass there. And kicked out of play there by Aubrey D'Souza. Just a great play by Aubrey. Nothing too shabby, just trying to give them not a great opportunity and trying to not allow them to get another goal on them. Although they got a corner kick, they'll toss it to the near end. And it's off of Cheesebro, and we'll roll back to Boudry. Shot wide left. And Hathaway will come out. Megan De Silva back in. Will come in for the Indians. So she'll take a breather now. stolen away. And it's down the near field. Ava Fernandez trying to keep up with it. And that one will go rolling out of bounds here. Aubrey D'Souza comes in for, will throw it in for the Indians as it's off the chest of Nunes. Nunes near end. De Silva. Ooh, critical play. They're going to let that one play. Not a lot of contact there, apparently. It's down the near field. Meg's Catherine Cheesebro. Ooh, and Ava Fernandez just playing strong defense. Down the field. And it's kicked away there by Caniff. And Leah Nunes trying to clear it out the zone. Avi Andrade, the speedster, tries to chase up with it as it will be kicked out of bounds there. And it will be a throw-in for the Indians. This throw-in will go to Jade Winters, the senior. Andrade loses possession as it's regained by Lana Casanera. Lana pretty much reminds me of Izzy Seguin from last season. The way kicked off to the defender, kicked off again. And D'Souza will throw it in for the Indians as we are close to the 20-minute mark of this match. Throw will go off Andrade. And it's taken away there for Somerset Berkeley, and it's taken by their own zone. And then Catherine Cheesebro regains possession for the Indians. Taken away. And Castanera, I don't know what they were doing there. And a shot. Just not a lot of curve there for Noah Boudry. And the Indians will... That was just kind of a sloppy play by the Indians, just letting that one go. Boudry just had a good kick, though. Just needed a little bit of more curve on that, and she would have had the goal there. Down the field kick. It's off of the header of Boudry and will sail out of bounds, and substitution changes coming in. Castanera comes out, and Jordan Rosenberg comes in for the Indians. And Boudria will have some words to explain to Lana on the bench. Now, this is such a young team, though, and they got a lot. They have a lot learning to do, but this is such a great roster to be on, especially under Coach Boudria, one of the best down 195 usually. And Boudria, not only he's a girls soccer coach for Dartmouth, he is the Westport boys basketball coach. He coaches his son, Owen, who is a senior there, and I think he averages around 20 points a game for them. So a really key player for that, and father-son duo working out well for Westport. The thing I like about Boudria is he tells his team never to give up, and he tells and he uses a lot of enthusiasm in his team and uses his team really well. And you could tell today they're playing really strong defense. You know, they lost a lot of seniors last year, and they're playing really well defense. Nothing too shabby. I mean, the only thing I feel like we could do is just, I'll scrap that. It's stolen away here by the near end. It is number 14. It's kicked out of bounds. Number 14 is Ariana Cicia. It's taken away and will roll out of bounds. This is going to be a goal kick for Barber. Okay. Down the near field now. Great defense there by Remy Barber. And it's taken down the near field as Cheesebro clears it out, gives it over to Caniff. Caniff will pass it over to Megan De Silva as she trips up. And will go for a throw-in for Somerset Berkeley. The throw-in will go off the head of Katie Caniff. Thornton and Jordan Rosenberg trying to catch up to it. Rosenberg. And it's saved by Delilah DeCease. Great glove save there for her. She's a freshie. Although she did move up for the Indians this year, she's pretty much looking solid. And now here's a fast break move here for Fernandez. Fernandez spins around. And it's cleared out. Fernandez down the near end. Here she goes, makes a move. Goes to Leah Nunes. Nunes tries to go to De Silva. Ooh, foul there. And let's look at the instant replay of the save here by Delilah DeCease. I know she bobbled it, but great way to haul it down and regain control of it. That one's kicked down the field, and it's cleared out of the zone. Great defensive play there for Somerset Berkeley as they clear it out of their own zone. And now a fast break down the field. Here they go on the fast break. A 2-on-2 opportunity now. Spinning away from the traffic. Out to the near side. Down the near field, off the back foot of AV Andrade. And De Silva tries. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got a substitution change. Zexter, Hathaway, and Fraga comes in. Rosenberg, Barber, and Nunes will come out for the Indians. Leah Nunes just pretty solid for both sides. Down the near field. Aviana Andrade. A shot. And in! Aviana Andrade splits the goalie and takes the goal. Her first goal of the season for Avi Andrade. And the Indians are up and tied. Look at this. Just kicked it. 20-something yards down the field for a goal there. Just splits the defender, splits the goalie, and gets her first goal of the season. And we're at a tie game with 12:09 left remaining. That one is booted down the field. Andrade on defense trying to take that one away. And Somerset Berkeley will clear it out. Oh, and it's stolen away, a 2-on-3, and it's stolen by Caniff. Great defense. Caniff trying to steal that one away. And Michelle Fraga trying to join in as well. Down the near field. And Delilah will save it there. Mackenzie Pyers picks it up, trying to make a nifty move down in the near side, tosses it over. And we'll go over to number 4. That is Brooke Fisher. Shot! And left there for Fisher. Ava Fernandez will give it to Avi Andre. That one will roll out of bounds, and a throw in here coming for Brooke Fisher as it's bounced away. And they're going to call a foul there. Just a nice day out today. Pretty humid, but this is not letting both teams down so far. I've been in worse climate conditions for a soccer game. Last year, I think it was Apponequet. I joined, I did color, luckily. I was along with Evan, and we did boys soccer against I think it was Apponequet. Yeah, I think it was Apponequet. Landon Raposo scored 3 goals to that game. It's taken away down the near field. Here's Haley Zexter. Zexter. Shot opportunity! And tripped up there. I'm sorry, that was a beat attack there on live television. Folks, I'm a survivor. Who sings that? Beyonce? Yeah, there we go. There we go, Beyonce. One of the good old-fashioned Destiny's Child type of songs. That one's kicked out of bounds there by Rafaela Hathaway. And it's taken away by Ava Fernandez. Here she comes down the near field and will lose possession of it. Just a great fight for it. It's white ball accordingly. And Ava Fernandez is claiming that she didn't touch it. All right. We're going to try to get a replay off to see if that was off of her. All right, let's look at an instant replay now. We already have it. So it's down the field. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that looks like it's off of Somerset Berkeley. She is absolutely right there. Shout out to the guys in the truck right now, which I like to call New York for our replay guy. You know, when the NFL, they say, let's go to New York to look at the instant replay. Backwards kick. And we reach the 2-minute mark till halftime. Ooh. Winters gets tripped. Andrade, that is. And Haley Zexter down the field. And they're going to clear it out their own zone. Try to clear out their own zone as it's passed over to the near side. Go over to number 8. That is Emily Fernandez. Kicks it down the field here. And Cheesebro will just kick a wing and a prayer to Haley Zexter. And back over to Zexter. Zexter over to Winters. Winters loses it. And Ava Michelle Fraga down the near field. And it will be kicked out of bounds. And probably they have roughly 20 seconds left. Down the field. Andrade. Off the head of number 14, that is Ariana Seisha. And we have a down player, it's Mackenzie Pyers. She is slow to get up. Looks like she got hit in the mouth there. She's getting up on her own power. And Zexter down the field. Here she comes. Zexter will toss it over. And that will be halftime. Folks, the Indians are tied with the Raiders. 1-1 after one. We'll be back right after these messages.
Looks hot, throws. Touchdown, Indians! Picked off by Gremlin. He's down the sideline. Heart and soul of the Indian offense. Going in for the score, Marcus Andrews. He's gonna go all the way. Still on his feet.
That was a heck of a run.
And going in for an Indian score. Ricky White to Jackson Hart. Big hug.
And folks, we are back for second half action of this wonderful match between the Dartmouth Indians and the visiting Somerset Berkeley Raiders. Ben Smith on the call for you guys today, and at the end of the first half, 1-1 score today from the stadium, and so far the only goals today came from Noah Boudry and Avi Fernandez, who kicked a 25-yard bomb to the net, and will the Indians are trying to continue to play really well today. They're so far so good. I mean, holding this 4-0 team to such a close game. And you got to give credit where credit is due today so far to Delilah Delacease, who is the goalie replacing Gabriela Montez, who is injured on concussion protocol. And we're just waiting for the signal, and we're going to get ready to get things rocking tonight for the second half of this game. And then we have a double header coming up in just a couple of hours with Dartmouth and Braintree boys football. They're really ready and really pumped for this game. This is such a great game for both teams. You know, Braintree is 0-1, but like their running back is like 6'1", 230. And he reminds me a little bit of Justin Marks. I mean, you know, Justin Marks is I believe he is 5'11", 218. But they have similar instincts. They are both like the same player. Like they can break through the offense as well. I mean, Braintree last year too. I think we have an injury on the field. That's as the staff will be looking at the player. We'll be right back right after this, folks. Oh, she's up to her feet now. As she will be carted off. That is Brooke Fisher. All right. Now we're back, folks. As of right now, they're going to start and resume and play here. Down the field. Just a great opportunity on defense. The goalie, Madeline Willis, came in from all the way down into the net. The throw in here for D'Souza will go to Barber. Remy Barber splits the defender, will go over to Andrade. Andrade loses it. Go over to Haley Zexter. Haley Zexter, her shot into the mitts of the goalie, Madeline Willis. A great way to tug on that. And they will drop kick it down the field here. It will be bounced a couple of times and will be kicked out of play there by Rafaela Hathaway. So a throw in here. This is number 13, Madeline Mackenzie Pyers. Stolen away. Barber kicks it away from Caniff. And that will bounce off down to the near end. Caniff has to clear this one out. I mean, give it either Zexter or... Ooh. And Caniff tries to chase it out of bounds. Make sure the Somerset Berkeley player was not trying to regain possession, give an opportunity for a goal. That time was successful, and a boot down the field by Remy Barber, and it's chased by Aviana Andrade. Andrade splits the defender. That one is rolled out of bounds. Throw in. It's bounced towards the near field. And it's kicked out of bounds there by Aubrey D'Souza. The throw in here for Somerset Berkeley as it's down the field here, and it's number 1, Sophia Thornton, will toss it over to the near side of Boudry. Boudry down the field, here she goes, and it's going to be rolled out of bounds. Cheesebro trying to chase at Boudry so she wouldn't chase for that ball. And it's Remy Barber to kick for the Indians. It's kicked down the field and off the head of number 10, that is Layla Venanzo. It's funny because I was at the boys soccer game yesterday. I had a look at a message on my phone, and I got hit right in the head with the soccer ball. I wake up and I'm like, what in the world just happened? Everybody starts laughing, and then I proceed to laugh as well because I didn't even know what the heck happened. And then when I'm walking back to the booth, Riley Gagliardi and Megan De Silva were working on kicking down the field, hit me right in the side of my arm. So, like, I get hit with the soccer ball 2 days in a row. Man, I need a helmet, man. With the amount and God knowing, I hope that I don't get a soccer ball that comes towards the booth. And I hope it doesn't hit the window so the window doesn't fall down. Chad will know. Just the good old days. I think that was like my sophomore year of just the good old-fashioned days. That was such a good moment on there. You know, it reminds me of that moment of when the Red Sox, Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy back in the day. It was like the Nick Markakis play. And then the pizza throw. We all know the pizza throw. Good old Donnie O. I mean, although Donnie O's for sure a Red Sox legend forever. I mean, I think he was along with 3 World Series for the Red Sox. Used to be good watching him on NESN all the time, you know. Growing up, it would be Donnie O, Jerry Remy. Now it's Dave O'Brien and I forgot his name. Chad would know. And speaking of Jerry Remy, he's a Somerset native as well. So, I mean, it's great to bring up a little bit of the Red Sox. He was a Red Sox legend in many ways. I think he played for the Red Sox as well back in like the 80s. And this one's booted right down the field here. If you want to talk about commentators, my all-time favorite Boston sports commentator duo is Tommy Heinsohn and um, Mike Mike Gorman. Correction. It's stolen away and it's taken down the near field. Here he goes, a 2-on-3 opportunity, and it's saved by Delilah Delacease. And this one will be kicked down the near corner to Haley Zexter. And will be off of the defender number 10. That is Layla Venancio. Ooh, and they're going to call a foul there. They're going to call it on Somerset Berkeley. I mean, I would probably let that one play on, but there was a lot of contact there. Let's look at an instant replay here. Yeah, nice nifty footwork. Yeah. Ooh. We're talking about duos, Mike Gorman and Tommy Heinsohn, greatest duo in Boston sports history for sure. Kick wide to the right. And not only, if you listen to the radio most often on WEEI, Bob Sosi, Gil Santos too, also another legend of Boston, Boston sports legend, native of Fairhaven, actually. He's a Fairhaven native. He was honored on Thanksgiving a couple of years ago. And Gil Santos, another, just a legendary announcer for the Patriots and for many, many years. I think 40 years, actually, as the Patriots radio host. Bob Sosi, I was able to meet with him over the summer at Patriots training camp. And he was telling me, a little bit of his background story. And, Chad, he is the play-by-play for the Syracuse Mets, if you didn't know. For the minor league Syracuse Mets. Chad's our baseball guy in the business, so, I like to refer baseball things with him, what was the nickname? There was a trivia question I was on a cruise one time, and then they asked a trivia question about some Red Sox catcher, and I didn't know at the time Carlton Fisk. And then they called him the Judge, yeah. The Pudge, that's what it is. I like to do sports trivia on the cruise, and I like to do it with my cousin Jackson. And he's another baseball player. He plays shortstop for Dighton. So like when I like to refer to like baseball information, how to throw like a four seam, I usually have to go to him for that. Although I'm not a baseball player, I'm not going to play baseball even in. I thought of playing baseball earlier in my life, but God made me do like track and basketball and actually football, basketball, and a little bit of some flag football. I only played 1 year and I won the championship, and I never went back another year. It was Taunton. We did. I think it was the Play 60. I did the Play 60, and it was like Taunton who ran that club, and I was the Cleveland Browns. I was pretty much, I would say, Amari Cooper on the Browns. I was like their wide receiver one. I mostly got the ball more than anything. I didn't even get a touchdown, I'll be honest with you. And they're going to call that a foul. Yeah. And it's getting a little chippy between Leah Nunes and number 13, Mackenzie Pyers. As they're going to have to separate both of them.
Dartmouth, look at me now. We keep our composure. We worry about us, Dartmouth.
Coach Boudria is saying, worry about us, not them. Not what they're doing. Just focus on what we're doing right now. The thing I like about Boudria is such a great motivator. Out to the near side over to Barber, and it's stolen away there. Now they're taking it down the near field, and it's back out to Katie Caniff. No, I'm entering my senior year this year, and one thing I'm never going to forget. Oh! A great block there for Hathaway, just sticking up for the teammate there. Now I'm entering my senior year this year, and like one way or another, though, I'm leaving out a legacy for many kids just to get involved into the sport. Doing sports commentary, and like I'm hoping that we have more that comes within the next year or so. So I don't want people to be the next me. I want people to be themselves and prove to themselves like that they can do it. And one thing is, One thing I've learned throughout sports commentary is like never giving up and being who I am, and you got to ignore the noise sometimes. That one is tipped out of bounds. And we're 25 minutes until they're going to call a foul here, I think. No, they're going to call. Yeah, they just called an official's timeout there. They wanted to speak to number 20, number 10 actually for the Raiders. That is Layla Venancio. Coming up next, we have coverage of the football game between the Braintree Womps and the Dartmouth Indians. It's Dartmouth Pride Night for both teams, so not both teams. It's just Dartmouth Pride Night for Dartmouth. Correction. So most of them will be wearing green, and they'll be wearing a lot of camo too, because it's also the camo theme tonight. Along with that, for the Indians, they have a really good game tonight. Jim, Paul, and Andy will be on the call. The trio, Three Musketeers, Three Stooges, if you want to call it, and some Southern slangs. See, I'm creative at this. Rafaela Hathaway kicks down one out of bounds. Along with that, tonight they have a good halftime show as well. You're gonna have to stay tuned. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but like you're gonna have to stay tuned because they're gonna have a good show tonight. They had a great week of practice. Now they're gonna show it for you guys tonight. There's a lot to prove for the band, one of the best in the country. And I'm biased when first off, I'm biased when I say that, but in so many ways. And if you guys can listen to my new episode of DHS Sports Center, I just did it with Principal Ryan Shea and Assistant Principal Graham Coogan about Dartmouth Pride Night, and he was saying a little bit of some bias, saying like, I'm a little bit biased, but a little. The only biased man on campus is the principal for sure, because he's the person who reps Dartmouth Green in many ways, even as a Dartmouth High graduate. It's great to come home and like represent your school, represent your family, and it's just one thing we discussed is like coming back home. And that was like a decision, back a couple years ago when the assistant principal position was up for grabs, and he was the one that stepped up to the plate, becoming a Dartmouth High School graduate, and then as his first year as assistant principal, Mr. Tebow was moving to replace the Tracy Oliveira, who retired after many years in the business as the director of teacher and learning for secondary education, and he moved into that position, and so is Katie Paveo. And along with that, Ryan Shea became the principal of Dartmouth High. So, like, a header and offside. That's a tough call there. Let's look at that. I mean, we need we need a VAR system for that. Yeah, a little bit offside. Yeah, definitely offside. We're reaching the 18-minute mark of this game. So far, a highly defensive game for both sides today. And it's so tough to like predict a winner into this game. You know, it could all go down in the final minute. Leon Nunes has a clear opportunity as it's a 2-on-4 situation. And it's in the glove of the goalie there, that is Madeline Willis. Down the near field. Cornered. And almost another goal there for Somerset Berkeley. A clear opportunity. That was number 10. That is Layla Venancio. Just a great pass down the near field over to from Layla Carrero, too. Stolen away by Pyers. And Jade Winters. And they clear it out of the zone. Out to Fernandes. Fernandes will kick it to Andrade. Andrade down the field will... Stolen away, and Andrade steals it! Andrade runs into a brick wall, but in between a rock and a hard place. Down the field, and De Silva will scoop it up. A whistle blown and a foul for Somerset Berkeley. The boys soccer team so far this year has 8 yellow cards on the year for the Indians. 8 yellow cards, and like the league requires 17. So today during practice was not really a fun practice for the boys soccer team as they had to deal with a little bit of running around, man. Down the field. And now we'll go wide. I think Zexter should have just... And it's a corner kick now, so a great opportunity to put themselves in the lead now. This is corner here for is number 8, Emily Fernandez. As they will check the flag here. And wide to the right. So Delilah Delacease will do a goal kick. Actually, will it be her or Kath? I think it's going to be Kat who will kick it. We've seen it a lot last year for the Indians as they usually had one of the players do it. Lindsay Klein was the goalie last year for the Lady Indians. She's off to UMass Amherst. She's not playing soccer there, but it was a lot of, for sure, like a comeback player of the year last year after she sat out for an injury in 2022. She sat out with an injury, so I was glad to see her back onto the pitch. Oh, and Hathaway swung and missed. And it's rolled out of bounds. Down the field here. Splits the defender. And it's kicked away from Cheesebro. And it's back out to the near side over. And off the defender, and it's cleared away from Haley Zexter. And D'Souza will just kick this one down the field. Off of Katie Caniff. And now we enter the witching hour of this contest. And Boudry takes a shot and in! Ooh, Noah Boudry, her second goal of the day. And that was a great play. Nothing too shabby, just a nice touch to score a goal there. And the Indians will call timeout. And if you're Boudria in this situation, sometimes, as a as a player, as a forward on an attack, I would usually like to fake out the goalie. Sometimes you got to do that when you're at goal. Like even at PKs, you could see over. I don't know if over the summer if you guys watched a little bit of the Euro Cup when Portugal was in it. They would fake a stutter steps like once or twice, and then they would shoot. It's one way to fake the goalie usually. 11:21 left remaining. The Indians need to dial up another goal. Hopefully, if you need a person to score a goal here, I would say either Avi Andrade or Ava Fernandez. Ava Fernandez is pretty solid so far today. I know she's been a little bit quiet on the offensive end, but she's been really good on the defense. You've seen in so many drives. Bobbled up in the air. And it's a fight for possession. Right down the field to Leah Nunes. And it's kicked. And it will be a corner here. Avi Andrade will kick it out. Down the field. And Haley Zexter trying to chase that one out. And it's Boudry. Down the field again. Caniff trying to catch up to it. She does. And it's off of Haley Zexter. Trying to stick with it. Cheesebro boots that one away. And Fuchs fakes the defender. And it's down the field. Avi Andrade and offside. I don't know about that call. Can we get a replay? If we can. Avi is just not letting her foot off the gas, though. All right, let's check the replay of the offside. Down the field. That is just close, yeah. That's close. Off of Andrade. Ava Michelle down the field, trying to chase that one down. And Megan De Silva, now they're doing full press on the defense now. And trying to put themselves into scoring opportunity. They want to add another goal within the next 8 minutes. And I believe America is the land of second chances, though. So, it could happen. Down the field. Ooh, hot mic. And off to Boudry. Near side to Pyers. Pyers opportunity. Right in the glove. Off of Nunes. Leah Nunes. Passes it over to Avi Andrade. Down the field here. And this one's booted out of bounds. And it will stay in Somerset Berkeley's favor. 6:50 left remaining. For Chris Foley, too, this is like a hometown type matchup for him. You know, his son goes to Somerset Berkeley, and it was a freshman basketball player. I know he's in the distance somewhere. And then he's the AD of Dartmouth, so it's like a hometown matchup for him. That one's going out of bounds. The throw-in off the head of Cheesebro. And De Silva regains it. And it's taken away. And Avi Andrade trying to chase it down. Andrade just not letting that foot off the gas. I mean, that's down the field. Ooh, runs into the net there. Trying to fight for possession. And this will be a corner kick here for Somerset Berkeley, just to tack on more onto their lead. The corner kick. And Jade Winter clears it out for the Indians, and it rolls out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in for Somerset Berkeley. Is Mackenzie Pyers with a throw-in here for Somerset Berkeley off the head of Barber. That's going to roll out. This is going to be another corner for Somerset Berkeley as well. And underneath, a great save from Delilah Delacease, and we reach the 5-minute mark. Off. Avi tried to stop it, and it's going out of bounds here, I guess. Yep, this one will roll out of bounds. Now Indians got to throw around four. Kind of heard from Boudry, you got 4 minutes left. Don't get too tired early. You got Haley Zexter down the field. Avi Andrade. Here she goes. A chase down. And it's stolen away. And Indians will still have the ball. The throw in from Leah Nunes. Going the wrong way that time. And Jade Winters. Her shot missed. Blocked there. Megan De Silva. Over to Cheesebro. And Cheesebro gives it up. Down the field here. And that should be offside. Yep, they're going to call it. A little too late on the call, though. I know you had a 2-on-1 situation there, and Clear down to the near side. That one's going out of bounds. Indians ball. 2.5 minutes, most likely, left in this contest. And looking at it, it looks like Somerset Berkeley might pull away with this win. And a foul by Ava Michelle Fraga, which this is going to be a and hits the upright of the field goal post. Although in under 2 hours, we have more of some games coming up, a doubleheader between the Indians and the Braintree Womps for football. That will happen at approximately 6:45, which we'll do our opening for that game. Along with that, the Indians are trying to improve to 2-0 on the season. Ooh, that was tough. I thought that was out of play for a minute. And it's stolen away there from Jade Winters. Down the field. Here they go. Shooting opportunity. Oh, and it's a save there. What a save there from the goalie, Madeline Willis. And that just might do it. Over to the near end, Avi Andrade bobbled away. And it's going to roll out of bounds. Now you got to open Remy Barber. And that one will be kicked away, and that will be it. Somerset Berkeley will pull off with the win this one. 2-1 the final score here today. And the thoughts on this game is that, Dartmouth really just, both sides play really good defensively. They just a really good game overall. Just Somerset Berkeley was the better one in this contest today. A lot of defense was really good for Dartmouth. Offense was really good. We were really good on the attack. And if I'm Coach Boudria, I wouldn't be satisfied about losing, but, this is probably one of the best games that they probably played all season long. So, with all that being said, folks, the Indians win, Indians lose, with a final score of 2-1. Somerset Berkeley takes the victory over the Indians here. The Indians fall to 2-2 on the season, where Somerset Berkeley will remain undefeated on the year. From our entire crew here at DCTV, Chad Amaral, our director, Dan also helping out a little bit, John and Dan, our cameraman, I am Ben Smith, saying so long, everybody, and tune into football tonight. Dartmouth, Braintree.
Hey Ben, you want to test something out with me? Can you help me test something out?